I would have burnt the house down, but I would not kill the stepfather.
He was a terrible stepfather.
I'm not going to kill
He
him.
was terrible. He was terrible. West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Mountain Mama.
Mountain Mama, take me home. Angry roads.
Way.
Hello.
Welcome to episode 25 of Angry Roads.
Not 29.
Not 29, not 28, 25.
25.
I'm Suzanne.
I'm Dave.
And if you are new to the show, we talk about random topics that we would usually talk about in the car, but now we stop conversations and write them down to have the conversation in front of you.
So that we can have awkward silences in the car. A lot of the time. A lot of the time.
If you're also new to the channel, please subscribe so that you can not miss out on any new episodes.
And like the videos, everything helps the channel a lot. So please hit that subscribe. Hit that subscribe button.
And the bell.
Ring that bell.
Yes.
Ring ding. I don't have a picture for the bell.
Oh.
This is our first nighttime footage, by the way.
Yes, please let us know what you think. We weren't sure about the nighttime footage.
Yeah, it's a bit bright.
Bit of a glare.
Yeah.
Because someone's windshield is very dirty.
We've since cleaned it. Hopefully more nighttime footage in the future won't be as bad.
Yes.
Thanks for pointing that out, viewers. So, yeah, we're going to talk about two topics today, I think. We're going to try this one. This is yours. So.
Yes. If you could choose one video game to experience again for the first time, what would it be? So, for me, I want to say it's either Banjo-Kazooie or Ocarina of Time. And I understand everyone says Ocarina of Time, but I want to say that there is a reason for that, and it's because it was probably the first game that I felt didn't treat me like a child, if that makes sense.
Or did you just not be a child and treat it like an adult?
I don't know. No, do you know what it was? When I was a kid, my auntie bought us our Nintendo 64 games. And I remember at one point she was like, I got you Banjo-Kazooie because I didn't think you were old enough to play Zelda.
Right.
And do you know what? She was 100% right. Because at one point, when the sun goes down,
the moon, he's got an angry face.
No, that's Majora's Mask.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have that on the Nintendo 64 because my parents wouldn't get me a Rumble Pack. But everyone other than you knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There were these things that they would walk slowly towards you, and when you looked at them, they would go, "Ah!" That is the exact sound. And then you would freeze. And then they would walk towards you, and then they would jump on your face.
Enderman.
And they would, like, hump your face.
Enderman.
I mean, if the Enderman is humping my face, then yes. But yes, actually, that is exactly what they are.
Yeah.
But these guys were, like, yellow. It was terrifying as a child. But I think I'd never played a game that was so complicated before.
Yeah.
Because Super Mario 64 was really just kind of like walk in a direction, hit a star.
Like most Nintendo games.
They've fixed it now. They've changed.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild is fabulous.
Yeah.
And or like the games were very nonsensical, like Bomberman 64, or I can't remember what its name was, but it was like you landed on a planet, and then there were like these blobs, and the blobs carried you away. It was stupid, but Banjo-Kazooie was funny in a sense that the jokes, I didn't get them as a kid.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were just really, not sexual, but very tongue-in-cheek. So I really appreciated that as like a teenager.
Yeah.
How about you?
Subnautica.
Ooh.
I know
Yes.
I've spoken about it before, but it is 100% just an outstanding game.
And I want to say, I did not play it. I watched Dave play it. And our afternoons and evenings were pretty much just spent playing this game. Like, nothing has ever been so not challenging, but
It was challenging. It really was. There were times I played Suzanne wasn't there, and spent hours and hours and hours exploring that place.
Yeah.
And I guess they cracked the code for survival games, and they did it by not making it random. Most survival games would be like, here's a randomly generated map, or here's a map that just is what it is. The animals are going to do what they do. The weather does what it does, and it's all random.
Yeah.
Subnautica is specifically designed where the monsters are where they are. The map is doing what it does, and the events that unfold will happen as you get to them.
The story was very attached to the environment, which
Correct. Yeah.
it was just such a great story though as well.
and-
So many twists. Like, I literally thought it was just going to be like, I've landed on this planet, I need to make water, make food, make...
Spoilers, I suppose, if you've never seen it.
Yeah, sorry.
Too bad. Play it tomorrow.
Make home for myself, and then that was kind of it. But
Yeah.
it just had like
It was
this...
not...
So many
I mean, it was, but it wasn't.
so many deep storylines in it.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed that.
There was so much to explore.
Yeah.
There was never a moment where I was like, oh, I think I've done everything. Like, okay, I was playing this game recently. Thank you to my good friend Amelia, who got this for me for my birthday, technically, because she gave me a Steam gift card.
Oh, right.
And I bought the game called Kenshi, which I do highly recommend.
Mm-hmm.
And I put in about 60 or so hours.
And you were
the
really
game
into
now.
it.
And you know what? Like, when I think about it, I'm like, yeah, that's really cool. Except that it's so sandboxy
Yeah.
that I feel like I've achieved everything I was going to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
I can't play it a different way, and therefore... Well, I mean, I don't know if I could. I guess I could just make it harder for myself, but I don't know if that's like what I want out of the game.
Yeah.
So that game's just kind of come to an end, and that makes it feel like, in a sandbox sense, that's not enough.
Yeah.
But Subnautica was designed to be played from beginning to end with a story. I never need to play it again, but I feel accomplished because of that.
I also feel like there was no point where you were just grinding. Just pointlessly grinding.
There were some places where I'm like, okay, I really need more seaweed or whatever, and I'm just going out and collecting materials.
But I feel like it was always purposeful. Like, you were going out, and it wasn't so that you could get like a new set of pants. Like, it was...
Yeah, correct. It
always...
was those kind of things, the upgrades and stuff like that came naturally through progression.
Yes, and they were building blocks.
And then I'm never going to forget that first time I built the submarine.
Yes.
And I went down to like a separate layer of the map, like further deeper down, and it just became, again, something so different. I was so out of my element. I had to adapt to this whole new place again, and it was so like full of mystery that I had to see.
Yes, 100%.
You know? And then I got that mech suit. God, everything was so great. It's such a good game, and I wish I could experience it.
We are not.
I'm not sponsored by them at all. But if you want to, I'm not gonna play the new expansion because until it's finished.
Yeah.
I know it's in early access now, but I didn't play Subnautica in early access either. I'm not very big on early access games. I've been burned before. I'm watching you. Whatever that stupid game is, Endless something or other. You son of a bitch. It was the worst early access game I ever played in my life. Turned me off early access games forever.
Nice.
So I didn't play that. I didn't play Subnautica early access, so I kind of refuse to do it this time as well, only because I just want the full experience. I don't want to play it, get half of it, it'd be buggy and shitty, and then I have to go back and play it again. I just may not be as excited anymore, so that Below Zero thing is coming, and I'm ready. My body is ready.
Would you want to play Stardew Valley again, not knowing what happens?
Look, we tried.
But the issue with that is if we had started playing co-op, that's very different. But now, the whole beauty of Stardew Valley was that there was no tutorial. Yeah. It literally was like you're planting, it was like, here are some turnip seeds. Go.
Yeah, I guess so. I think my issue is, even if you and I could have started playing together, I'm not sure that I would have wanted to, because I couldn't have done everything the way that I wanted to do it. It would have been your farm that I'm visiting, not my farm.
Yeah.
And I think I spent 120 something hours in Stardew Valley, and like
we were just marathoning it. Like, get home, Stardew Valley. Wake up in the morning before work, Stardew Valley. Like, we were obsessed.
Yeah.
For, I'm gonna say maybe like 2 months.
Yeah, it was very good, and I played it much longer than you did after that. I obviously went much further than I even needed to. I didn't realize I'd already finished the game.
Yeah.
And I just kept playing because I kept saying to myself, I have to wait to the 4th year or something. But nothing ever really changed. So, and then I realized I'd finished it. I'd have gone past the end screen already. But I don't think that there is anything else. And again, it probably comes down to the way that I play the game, right? Like when I get into a game, there is a certain amount of like role play that I take on, right? In my own mind that I'm like, if it was me, I want to do it this way.
Right.
I'd want to be this way and do it this style. And so I can't do it another way, and therefore forcing myself to do it another way feels disingenuous.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean, because I was just like, I'm trying to think of any time that I've ever played a game and I've played evil.
Yeah.
When the game has given me the chance. Like, even when I played Vampire the Masquerade, I understand I'm a vampire,
Yeah.
but I was still like, if I didn't have to kill someone, I wasn't killing them.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines number 2 is coming in 2020.
Really?
They put a little trailer out for it and it looks friggin' tasty. I'm gonna die. That game was one of my favorite games of all time. I was just thinking though, the game where this hits me the most is Skyrim, because I cannot for the life of me not play a Nord warrior in that game.
I mean, I've never played Skyrim. I don't know what that means.
I'm gonna give you a rundown.
Okay.
Okay, just a really quick rundown of why. Skyrim is set in like the Norse lands. Okay? Big beards, Vikings, axes. This is a great place. But you also get this power called, like the voice of a dragon, basically. You learn to dragon shout.
Oh, yeah.
You Fusrodar, and that does a thing, right? Because the dragons have their fights by having debates. It's very elegant.
Very cute.
Except they're shooting lightning at each other, so it's kind of not cute.
Okay, less
violent.
cute, more violence.
But you get this ability, and only a few people through time get this ability.
How do you get it?
You're the chosen one. You have dragon blood.
How do you have dragon blood?
You're dragon. It's irrelevant. I'm not going to go through the whole story.
Okay.
You're the dragonborn, Dovahkiin. And I'm saying that I play this game and I imagine myself as a Viking saying Fusrodar, right? Like badass.
Yeah.
But if I'm a f***ing wood elf, right? A small little wood elf, he's not saying Fusrodar in any meaningful way.
But I could pick the
yes,
wood elf?
100% you can.
So he could be a wood elf that stands there and is like, rah.
Exactly. Doesn't seem right to me, seems super out of place.
Right.
And so that role play in my mind doesn't work, and I don't want to do it. You could be a lizard guy. Also, he has no lips. How is he doing this properly? You could be a cat, the Khajiit. But no, none of these things freaking work for me.
I think
not when you're the Dragonborn.
I think for me, I'm not the character when I play the game. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Link is playing the game. I control Link.
Yeah.
And I understand that he doesn't talk for that reason. Like I'm meant to be putting myself in his shoes.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess it's easier because Link never does anything wrong. At no point. No, do you know when I did play evil? Beyond Two Souls, because they picked on that poor girl. I would have burnt those teenagers alive. Dave played the brother.
Yeah, so there is a 2-player mode in Beyond Two Souls. I think it's one of the only games that he's got that David Cage does or Quantic Dream does that has 2 players. And she played the main character, I played the brother. Which is if you've not played the game, it's almost like 8 years or something like 10 years.
Spoilers.
Sorry, whatevs. Yeah, I played the brother and I controlled him, but I wouldn't do the things that she wanted. Not everything.
Do you know what, though? There is a part where those teenagers lock Ellen Page under the stairs, and I was just like, this is ridiculous. I have mind powers. I'm going to burn this house down. And Dave almost did it. The game wouldn't let him burn the house with the teenagers.
I would have burnt the house down, but I would not kill the stepfather.
He was a terrible stepfather!
I'm not going to kill him.
He was terrible. He was terrible. The episode's over. Please make sure that you show your support and subscribe and connect with us on Twitter @AngryRoads. And if you want to leave a comment below, let us know about our nighttime driving. And
hit the bell and like the video.
Yes.
And like me and her.
Goodbye.
Bye.